I want to bring in NBC News chief data analyst Steve Kornacki over at the big board. Steve, this is a lot of build-up, a lot of computing, and then all of a sudden we have a result very, very quickly. Are you surprised at the numbers that we're seeing so far?
I think a little bit for two reasons, Gotti. Look, I mean, Clay Fuller, the Trump-endorsed candidate here, I think there was an expectation, certainly, he was the favorite among Republicans to be the top Republican vote getter. But I think the distance between Fuller and the other Republican candidates here, you know, Colton Moore was sort of seen as the top rival to Fuller. It's not even close between the two of them. I mean, you can see here, Fuller, you know, about 34% of the vote, Moore barely over 10% here district-wide. So I think the power of that Trump endorsement to really unify the Republicans around Clay Fuller. Again, Fuller had run for this seat a couple years ago. No Trump endorsement. He ran in a Republican primary. He got like 6-7% of the vote. Turns around now, gets the Trump endorsement. Look at the difference. I mean, it's the power of that Trump endorsement here. So I think that, and I think, again, looking here, Sean Harris, the distinct possibility, Sean Harris, a Democrat, finishes tonight with the most votes. He will be the prohibitive underdog in the runoff. This is a district Trump won by 37 points, but Harris really consolidating the Democratic vote. And there are some places in this district where, in particular, Harris has dramatically, and Democrats, I think, have dramatically overperformed. I think that's in line with a story we've been talking about here in this second Trump term, Gotti, where the Democratic base, Democratic voters, are very energized. And I would say that the results are still incomplete from this county up here, Whitfield County, where Dalton is. But this county is interesting because it has one of the highest shares of Hispanic voters of any county in Georgia. And currently, at least, Harris is overperforming. Harris, the Democrat, is overperforming more here than in any other county in this district relative to 2024. Again, there are still some results to come, but these numbers have been getting our attention from Whitfield County tonight.
Yeah, it's tough to know what's going on because, as you said, 2024, 37 points is, I mean, you could make some gains, but are you making 37 points worth of gains is the big question. And for those that aren't, you know, into the weeds with the numbers, they're going to be tuning in and they're going to be like, wait a minute, Sean Harris, 39%, he's beating a Republican in Georgia. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Can you just explain like the craziness of the jungle primary for those that don't live in a jungle primary state here?
Yeah, I mean, it's a special election to Congress, so it's a little bit different here. But everybody, Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, Independent, they all run on the same ballot. If nobody gets a majority, 50% plus one, top two advance. And so I think the easiest way to think about this is there were a couple of Democratic candidates who ran, but Harris is getting about 95% of the Democratic vote. OK, so Democrats are outnumbered in this district in a big way. But Harris is getting almost all of the Democrats who voted in today's election. Meanwhile, Fuller, the Trump-backed candidate who's going to be the other candidate in this runoff Republican, he's getting the most Republican votes of any of these Republicans. He's getting about 60% of the Republican votes. There are a lot more Republicans. Fuller's only getting 60% of them tonight. There are fewer Democrats. Harris is getting almost all of them. So that could be enough for Harris to finish first. But if all those Republicans, not even all of them, but if just most of those Republicans unify around Fuller in the runoff, he's the clear favorite.
Yeah, definitely a gut check there. Although, so far, based on the numbers that you've seen, do you think that this is somewhat of a referendum on the president right now?
I think it's telling you two things, though, right? It's telling you that the Republican base still, you know, that Trump endorsement, decisive in this race, I think clearly decisive. So among, you know, Republican voters in that Republican universe, you know, that clout that Trump has very much, this result, I think, is very much telling you it's still very much a thing. But we're also seeing, this has been another story since Trump came back to the White House. Energy among Democratic voters, interest in elections, participation in elections. We're seeing evidence here in these results, overwhelmingly Republican district. We're seeing Democratic energy there, too. So I think it's telling you something about the nature of both party bases right now.
Elevated public engagement, political engagement all around. Steve Kornacki at the big board, our favorite place. Steve, thank you so very much.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.